Hey guys, first Regardsman here, and I'll be talking about a heroic Melta Rifle Salamanders build for the Tactical class in Space Marine 2 Patch 14. Now, the new Salamander's Melta Rifle got buffed this patch. They've upped the base damage by 10%, and the damage fall off is a bit better. I have to say, this weapon's actually pretty good. The heroic perk effect over here is called Focus Fusion Beam. Shots have increased range and a narrow spread, but need to charge before firing. So, the best way to explain this would be, basically you have a last fusel for a Melta Rifle. It's pretty fun to use. It feels way more like a lore accurate Melta Rifle, and because of that, I've actually been enjoying it quite a bit. Now, for the perk tree setup, I do take Decisive Reload first, moving here into the perk Rapid Health. When your health is below 30%, you will kill 7 enemies in rapid succession, restoring health by 10%. This perk is just incredibly strong on every single Melta Rifle in the game. It will save your life. I mean, fuck, in the run I'll showcase, this absolutely saved my life, so I definitely pick it up. And the next perk here is Trick Shot, killing 5 enemies with 1 shot, restores 1 armor segment. The cooldown is 30 seconds. 1 armor restore every 30 seconds on killing 5 enemies with 1 shot with this weapon is very easy to pull off. And the next perk here is Great Might, mainly for damage. Over here into Divine Might, the perk here Extended Magazine, the perk First Shot, and the final perks are Retaliation, and of course Perpetual Fire for more fire rate. And that's pretty much all there is for this Melta Rifle. I mean, this is basically how I would set up any Melta Rifle in the game, but especially this one, because perks here like Extended Magazine, perks here like Divine Might, you really just want as much damage as possible because that base damage is a bit higher. Now, for the secondary on this build, I do take the Retribution's Bequest Heroic Heavy Bolt Pistol. The main reason I picked this one up for Tyranids especially is that I do take Balance Distribution on this build here, which means we do have a 15% decrease in our secondary weapon damage. However, the Heroic Perk effect on Retribution's Bequest, this will one-shot reinforce when calling enemies on a headshot, and that will still function entirely if you use it on a Balance Distribution build. So you're not losing any damage on that, which means you're getting the main function of this weapon no matter what. And now for the rest of the perk tree, it is pretty standard. If I am not playing a Vanguard or an Assault class, or something like the Heavy that has a constant use of their class ability, I do not take the perk down here, Able Damage. Instead, I go all the way down from the bottom tree, into the perk here, Death Strike, and then we go up here for Discipline instead, into the perk Strong Finish, the perk here, Headhunter. The final perks here are Gunstrike, Reload, and Tactical Precision, and that is pretty much all there is for this one. Now, if you don't want to use that, if you do want to take like a Plasma Pistol for the Chaos faction, you can definitely do that. Like, Rate of Fire Plasma is great here. Hell, if you're feeling like really adventurous, I guess, you could take the Heroic Plasma Pistol. This is not terrible. However, the big issue is that if you take this one, you are running the risk of like 2 very long charge-up weapons. If you do lose your HP, you won't really have a very quick option, unlike this one, which is why I picked this up today. Now, for the melee weapon, I just take the Argent Edge. I mean, the Argent Edge is as strong as ever in this patch. The Heroic Perk effect allows you to stagger enemies and get free gun strikes all the time, and on this build especially, since I am taking the perk over here, Relentless Pursuit, for a 25% range damage buff for 10 seconds on a gun strike, Argent Edge helps us out with that a ton, and it's a really great synergy on this build. Now, for the perk tree on this, it really does not matter. I mean, the only thing I really take here is just like pure damage, because occasionally having the option to Shadow Stab and Neuro Throw can be really nice, but overall this weapon is like mostly a parry stick, and your perk tree options are really up to you. If you don't want to take Shadow Stab, if you don't care for things like Shoulder Bash, you don't have to do that. That is entirely up to you as a player, and also Terminus Slayer is just something I prefer for those light attacks, but that's up to you. Now, for the perk tree here, I do take the perk Balance Distribution first, just to max out our primary damage, moving here into the perk Relentless Pursuit for even more damage, and then we pick up the perk here, Emperor's Vengeance. This is like the crux of the Melta Rifle build. Without this, this weapon feels pretty shitty. I definitely prefer it here on TAC over the Vanguard for a couple reasons. Number one, the infinite ammo we're talking about here, and also the fact that you have the Auspex scan, which means you can just plop down an Auspex scan on like 7 warriors and just barrel through all of them with a piercing 10. That feels really good. Your Melta Rifle has a great damage fall off, which means you are able to just basically eliminate enemies at range, kind of like a plasma weapon, so pretty good for that and great synergy there. Next perk here is Aligned Aim. Range damage increases by 15% for all team members. I'm just taking this to max out the range damage. If you want to take Secure Stockpile, this is definitely a better perk option. I just prefer this one on this build. Next perk here is Vital Data. for more Auspex scans against Extremis and Terminus. This is just the best in this column still. I mean, the same thing here, Precise Calibration and Concentrated Fire. Like, this is the overall best gear perk tree setup for the tactical to maximize your Auspex damage and maximize your Auspex scan. And the fact that Auspex scan is the most powerful class ability in Space Marine 2 overall, because you can get it to be like a 300% damage increase for your entire team, this is still the premier setup. But if you don't like these perks, if you don't prefer the like weird, they exit the zone and lose the mark off of Concentrated Fire, you can definitely take stuff up here like close targeting or stuff like battle focus. That's up to you, but I'm taking this one because I just prefer that Auspex damage. Final perk here is Raying Impact, because one-shotting Majoris in a 10-meter radius is still kind of nuts, and that is pretty much all there is for the main perk tree. Now, for the prestige perk options, if you are not taking a heavy bolt pistol, I would skip Acuity. If you are taking it, I would just pick this up, and if you're swapping it out, I would take Spare Power. And the ones I would take all the time are Skill Supplier for an Ammo Reserve increase of 15%, Resilience for Medicaid's restoring 40% more HP, and Fortitude for health increase of 15%, because this will prevent you from getting one shot on the tactical occasionally. And like, the only real downside of this class is your mobility and your HP pool, and this helps that out as like the only survivability perk on this class for like direct damage reduction. And that's all there is to this build, guys. I mean, the Salamander's Melta Rifle is a ton of fun to use. I was kind of, a fan of this in the PTS already, and it's just a strictly better version of that in the official server, and hopefully this guide helped you understand what you want to pick in the game and how you want to set this up. And as always, if you like content like this, subscribe for more, and if you want to watch me live, ask me questions about the game, or just come hang out, you can find me here on YouTube or on Twitch with a link in the video description, and also a link to my community Discord. I also want to say a special thank you to my channel members. You guys are super supportive, and I really appreciate that, and help me make guides like this. And as always, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Bye.
This is one of that. Battle power unleashed. Rearming. Our targets never stay.
Oh, hello.
Neutralize their Xenos behemoth. Remain on guard. Zone probe approaching. Inserting fresh magazine. Frag grenade deployed. Changing magazine. Executing countermeasures. Reloading. All fury and thunder. No tactics. Readying next volley. Enhanced visuals incoming. Buckle to fall.
Oh, comboed by the artillery.
The bell tolls not for me.
And my gun doesn't want to fire. Okay, that's cool. Oh, I was going fine.
Ravaged destroyed.
Oh, this is where you've been. No, we've actually been... I didn't go anywhere, mystery. I was actually just shit-talking Fat Shark a little while ago. You should have seen it.
Increasing
I
responsibility.
think I called them pathetic old men.
flayed its last mind.
Well, boy oh boy, that sure was fun up until all my HP vanished before my eyes and I cried. But besides that, it was great.
The codex
Lazy, prideful amateurs. I believe I said they were. I believe I. What were my exact words? If I said fat shark. Someone at the top brass of fat shark is an insecure old man of low talent and pathetic levels of marketing expertise.
Reporting in. Team has arrived at the Imperial Guard encampment. Talassa, you need to acquire the astral and Taro demolition codes required to deploy and arm
Lazy,
your
prideful
ordnance.
amateurs is a
Source
pretty
one
good
from
way to
any
put it.
soldier you see, alive or otherwise. Sweep complete, but nothing here.
What brought up the fat shark slamming? We were talking about selling out for a company, and I said like, because somebody was like, "Careful, FTG, you can't talk shit about Focus, or they're not gonna like." Well, okay, so here's how it started. Somebody was talking about the recent Focus community managers like literally banning people if you actually ping them over the weekend, even though it's their fucking job to be a community manager for Discord. So they'll actually just ban you. They'll time you out, or they'll warn you, or they will ban you on the Discord server if you ever message them on weekends. If you ping them, it's their fucking job. First of all, okay. Imagine if I banned you guys for pinging me on the weekend or when I'm not streaming, or like offline or whatever it may be. That's fucking stupid, ridiculous. So, I said it reminds me of the behavior of Fat Shark, dude. Banned for life? Not necessarily banned for life, but like Focus will... Because I think the publishing company of Saber sucks. Like, Pull Up Entertainment's gonna go into the dirt when this company starts to self-publish. When Saber Interactive actually self-publishes Space Marine 3, what the fuck is Pull Up Entertainment gonna have? Pull Up Entertainment's gonna have a... what do you call it, huh? Plague Tale Resonance? Renaissance? Yeah, I'm sure that'll bring the company back from defeat.
Take all you can carry.
I know people who have asked questions and like they joined the Discord for Space Marine, the official company Discord, and they asked, "Hey, can I that just banned me but deleted my account." That's crazy.
No hindrance remains.
Because Saber Interactive is really cool. Like, Saber as a company is actually really cool. Focus is
Where we
fucking...
sow the enemy's defeat, brothers.
What's their job again? Publishing? What games? What good games do they have anymore? What's the last big game that they actually made? They actually published? This one. What was the game before this? It's like Plague Tale. I wonder how Pull Up Entertainment's. Well, I wonder what saved Pull Up Entertainment to investors for like a year. I wonder what it was. It couldn't have possibly been Space Marine 2. I wonder what happened to their stock after they made one game that was good and it died down. Oh yeah, plummeted into the fucking abyss. I wonder what's gonna happen when Space Marine 3 gets self-published. So it's a wonderful question. Well, there's a non-0% chance. Focus Entertainment might not even exist in the next 10 years. You know what company will probably exist? Saber Interactive, because they actually make good games. I think that Saber, unlike a company like Fat Shark, when Saber was handed the Golden Goose, like what basically happened is they had a wildly overperforming game of Space Marine 2. They look at this absolute just like dog shit publisher focus, and they're like, we don't need to pay you any money anymore. We don't need you. We don't need you to publish. We don't need you at all. You know, we're gonna hire Steve Allison because Allison knows how. Because Steve Allison actually has connections in the industry to publish. Which is the whole reason they hired him in the first place. And I guarantee you, by the time Space Marine 3 comes out, I don't guarantee it, but there's a high chance that Space Marine 3 comes out and it's self-published by Saber Interactive and Focus Entertainment and Pull Up Entertainment by proxy. Well, I should say Pull Up Entertainment and Focus Entertainment by proxy collapse into the fucking abyss because they have no properties left that matter. I'm a caveman. Sounds like some middleman doing cheesy bullshit. Well, so they just run advertisements and stuff like that for the company, but I guarantee you the cut they demanded from Saber for this game was way too high. And all the business decisions that Saber's been making in the past, like, few months, really, past year, really, they all point towards one thing. Because there was a recent investment, there was a investment call, an earnings report for Pull Up Entertainment. And Pull Up Entertainment, their stock, when it should have probably been going up, was going down. Like, why is it going down? It's like, because I'm pretty sure the guys like the deep pocket investors in that company, they know that they see the writing on the wall that like 5 years from now, Focus is probably gonna be could just be a fucking dead company, or a Pull Up Entertainment, who is currently the parent company of like Focus, or currently the parent company of Saber.
Inserting fresh magazine.
Because recently Pull Up released their earnings report, they said like we're gonna have a focus on like, you know, like everything they said they were gonna focus on is like exactly what you as an investor would want to hear through like a super deep pocket person. But if you're smart, which apparently the investors of Pull Up Entertainment are, they would look at that and be like, okay, but all of that hinges on you guys actually having Space Marine 3, which doesn't look like you will. So, point is, fuck Pull Up Entertainment. Get shit on Saber Interactive, the publisher of the fucking game.
Perhaps they seek to choke our alien bioform heart. Readying this body.
Yeah, I am very much Mr. Rhea, I'm sure you're familiar with Vermintide 1. They've been doing the same shit for over a decade. Yeah, dude. Well, Fat Shark are unprofessional as fuck, and this is also really annoying when I'm fighting Rad. Eat shit. Hirsch.
Death was the only possible outcome of that tyranny. Their numbers are no match for our training. Reloading.
Fuck yeah, sounds like great news for Saber and Space Marine 3. Well, this is like where part of the problem came from. People saw that Steve Allison got hired, and they're like, Steve Allison, he sucks. And like, Steve Allison might suck. We also have to ask, why did Saber hire him? And in this case, they hired him due to connections in the industry, which all points towards self-publishing. And he also directly brought up that like the moment he was brought on board by Saber, Saber told him, hey, we had this voice pack DLC controversy thing. We never ever want to repeat it. So also, all the bootlickers in the Space Marine 2 Discord that gave me shit for saying that the voice pack DLC controversy was 100% justified. Well, guess what? You're probably gonna get nickeled and dimed less now because people actually said something in this game. Because Space Marine 3, if they got away with that, they probably would have monetized the game a lot more heavily than they're going to. And they're probably still going to monetize it pretty heavily, but The fact that their chief business officer they just hired was immediately informed, hey, we fucked up this one time. Please, for love of God, do not make a similar mistake.
Eliminate Xenos line.
That's what we call a community victory.
Ended the ravenous appetite.
Commencing horseman scan.
That cost me a lot of HP, that's funny. They also took it serious, so many companies wouldn't have. The Focus, I'll say, you know who did try to dig their heels in? It wasn't Saber, it was Focus Entertainment, because like their community managers were saying fucking ridiculously stupid shit. So I doubt Focus likes me all that much after that, because I definitely pushed the community to say something, but guess what? Space Marine 2 is probably better for it, so I don't regret a fucking thing. And it's not bad to like I pushed that initially. I just know the Focus community managers have made some snide remarks towards me, and it all happened after that. So maybe don't say stupid shit you can be quoted for, and people make fun of you. See, that's why I make fun of every day. Also, on a side note, this gun is cool. Yeah, I saw some people blame me for like the whole controversy, dude. I'm like, people were complaining way before I said anything, but I'll happily be the fall guy for that. And those people, like whoever's eyes were. I wish I had that much influence. I don't. If I had that much influence, we'd have FOV for console tomorrow. If I was mayor of Space Marine 2, FOV for console. Guess what? I'd immediately buff fencing weapons to be like, probably have an Argent Edge effect or something similar. Maybe guaranteed stagger every 5th parry or something. I don't know. Something fun.
Let us keep that swarm from ever reaching Generator 4. X-axis aligned. The first leg of this race is behind us. Generator 4 in progress. Punish the ignorant iconoclasts.
This fucking sucks. Ow. Oh, well, it especially sucks when I fuck up. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I know this looks really bad, chap. Alright, look, we have a Melta. Oh, shit. I know this looks really bad. I know, like, they're all going over there, but guys.
Brothers, we can retake that
Don't worry. Don't even worry. I know it looks like 24%, 25%. I got one shot left. Pew. See, look at that. See, free. It's all free. Isn't even close.
Inserting fresh magazine.
Now we're back up. Some of you panic, not me.
Coordinate fire.
Now, like it for all having. I'm gonna fix my fucking window.
You must intercept a Generator 2.
I wasn't aware of this much criticism towards Saber. I don't think people have a ton of criticism towards Saber usually. Well, some people do, but like most of it you can also point towards the Republican company. I think Saber does a great job in this game. I have no problem with Saber. I think Saber is actually one of the best companies in the industry right now. They're super consumer friendly, like to an absurd degree, to a shocking degree, to the point that I would expect way more monetization than they actually put out.
foresee further harm.
First tour Glades, man. I'm not kidding, Mr. Reed, dude. If you had a company like I know you're stuck with Fat Shark. Saber is actually great. Their publishing company sucks though. Saber really doesn't like it. I mean, their balancing decisions are shit. But like, as far as like monetization goes, they're very consumer friendly. This game is like only $5 and $8 DLC packs. They're purely cosmetic. That's it. And now I've said my sponsor. And now I've said my sponsored worthy words. Please email me at corporationobusiness@gmail.com. Saber, please. Link in the description. Business email, the Twitch and YouTube description, please. Saber, please.
Changing magazine. Take all you can carry.
What do you call it? Yeah, well, you better shape it up. Apparently, your focus overloads aside if you're getting the thumbs up this week. Yeah, they have no power over me. I'm community run only. I'm an isolated nation. You and me, Mystery, we're not so different. This is my island.
Objective on the other side. Storm eyes. Shoot them. Has seen us stealthily try to ambush. Hostile backup on the way. Our tactical superiority will best their numbers.
No, I'll say my one complaint about Saber is, hey, can you guys please stop dropping patches at 5 in the morning so I don't have to get up at like 2? That'd be nice. Oh, and can you tell me what date your patch comes out? Like before it's one day before, so I don't have to guess and plan my entire week around it. Oh, and like one other thing. Do you mind if like, I don't know, like if you do tell me the date, please tell me the time it comes out. I mean, I know we can kind of predict that, but like sometimes you guys are wrong.
Eyes up, brothers. Xenos descending.
Yo, what's up, FTG? I hope everyone's doing well. What is up, Death Crusade? The European time supremacy. Dude, I will get up at any hour. It doesn't mean I'll like it. Now he's asking for too much. Is the new Melta worth it? I think so. I think it's really fun. I'm gonna get it all back in 2 seconds. Oh, the melt is good because oh look, all rage HP's back. Oh. No shadow drop? I don't mind the shadow drop. That was kind of predictable. Did you guys know that was actually like the biggest patch ever for this game? Patch 13 was bigger than patch 10. The overall interest on the internet for this game peaked in patch 10. It didn't last as, patch 13. It didn't last as long. It didn't have like as much of a lingering effect, but it actually, the shadow drop did its job. It brought a fuck ton of eyeballs to this game. A disproportionate amount. Oh shit.
Remain on guard. Show it through the boom. Enhanced visuals incoming. is a little sniffing around.
Actually, a gross to unlock. He almost put me in.
You're a broke body. Do not let it get inside your head.
You guys can see my posture right now. You'd be like, my god, this is a chud.
That's so
We are S arch spinal cording the max right now. That time. My neck is on the back plate.
Inserting fresh magazine.
He needs lumbar support. You don't have a spine.
Activating war gear. Readying next volley. Activating Auspex advantage.
Okay.
Buckled terrain. Rapiner activity. Never lost sight of that. The galaxy is a better place with every
Okay.
one less Rapiner.
I guess we'll use the knife. My shadow stab's always nice to pick up.
Increasing response severity. Xenos cannot beat our strategies. Not yet.
I saw today you sniper build the bolt carbine and the bug usage of the two of the double the damage. Are there other classes with so crazy builds too? I mean, it's not even a bug. Just how the class works. That's intended gameplay.
Readying next volley. Tyranids repelled, brothers.
My Auspex cannot even compute their numbers.
Like the sniper's damage buff there, a targeted shot, it's just intended.
We cannot backtrack.
Main swarm sighted. We await your signal, Captain. Dig in. We need that bomb triggered for optimal yield. Orbital scan estimates the bulk of the swarm will not be in
It only
position
does
for a while
work if you
yet.
hold the button down. If
Keep
you just
your
tap it,
heads
it doesn't
and
work.
Get it done.
I mean, if you hold the button down on your fully automatic weapon, I would
I
imagine
see
so.
you coming, brothers. Plenty for everyone.
Nothing bugged. There's nothing bugged about that sniper build. That's how it works. There was a crack and penetrate around bug attack, but that's a patch.
Continuing along the predicted path.
If you would never post a bug exploit build, oh, I definitely would. But I would say if it was. We're not exactly, we don't exactly have shame in the SM2 community, dude. People have been spamming crack and penetrate rounds for like months. Hell, remember the defensive mastery bug came out? Everyone just played that shit endlessly.
Alien biobomb. Zone drone. Coordinate fire. Commencing all space scan. Changing magazine.
So I know Indy's not here anymore, but just to like reiterate on the prior conversation, do you guys think I could beat up Indy Pride?
That cystic Xenos monstrosity.
It's a very important question. It might be a tough fight.
Their numbers are no match for our trade.
IRL, 100%. Gonna fight Indie Pride, dude. Indie Pride death battle.
Behind us, brothers!
You stand a strong chance. That's what I'm saying, dude. I mean, how built could an RTS player be?
The Codex demands it.
Yes, Master, you have the willpower
Mission
necessary.
Inserting fresh magazine. We stand triumphant over the pyramids.
Halfway there, brothers. Keep it up.
You can have Auspex, dude. I don't need Auspex to finish Indie Pride.
More hostiles entering engagement range.
Did they buff the heroic Melta gun damage? Yes, they did.
Readying next volley.
Now, the question is, do you guys think I could beat up Mr. E? Mr. E's pretty tall, but he's also tall and gangly, so, I mean, if I give him a spear, I'm probably going to lose, but if I can close the gap, I think we have a shot. I don't know how long Mr. E's arms are, but I feel like they must be pretty long. I legitimately have no shot. I don't know, if you have a spear and you have long arms, it's actually it's a pretty OP tool throughout all of history of zero skill. Farmers with pitchforks are actually OP for a reason. And you're just like a super farmer. You're a YouTube farmer. You're an ultimate farmer. And if I give you a pitchfork, you might win. But you get a deadly weapon, yeah. You're a YouTube farmer. Yeah, dude. Not me, of course. I'm the 120 farming cape RuneScape YouTube farmer, but the chaos
You are
farmer.
clear to detonate. Cook those rotten bastards.
Are you becoming a reluctant streamer bully now, FTG? Well, Mystery is my friend. Well, Indie Pride and Mystery are both my friend. Also, Indie laughed when I said, "Can I beat up in chat?" You guys think I can beat up Indie Pride?
Valiant to Titus.
Mr. E is the kind of guy to use pocket sand. That's right. This guy would fight dirty and then mock you for you losing. That's a good point.
Excellent work. Move to extract. Thunderhawk arriving at evac point. Ramp down
That's pretty
and ready.
satisfying.
We can make it. Keep going. Extraction complete. Returning to orbit. Commendable work, brothers. You honor your chapter. Be ready for rearm, refit, and redeployment immediately.
Perhaps a boxing match. A boxing match. What's the weakest Tyranid I would boxing match? I mean, I think I just fucking lose so warming up. I'd boxing match a Spore Mine. Unprimed. A lot of Tyranids I killed that time.